Hello, my name is Courtney Kaplan, and today I'll be talking to you about how to build a strong viewership. So, first off, before you start posting, you need to identify what kind of content you want to post to appeal to a specific type of target market. If you want to be really unique, you can find a niche market to appeal to and post content that would be relevant to that market for an even more specific audience. This will help you stand out in the vast world of online blogging and websites if you can find the people that would really care about what you are trying to post about. So then next, you want to obtain specific areas of information on what your target market or niche is interested in. So like I said, this needs to be relevant. It wants to be something that they would care about. So you need to find what is relevant through social media polls or posts or even other blog posts whose target market is similar to yours. So in other words, you want to do your research. You want to be in the know. You don't want to start posting content that you don't know anything about because it may not be valid, which will not help you gain a follower base if you don't have credibility. So you definitely want to take your time with finding content that is true, that is real, and that is relevant. Once you get an idea of what kind of information you want to write about, you need to start thinking about how you want to present it because this can be just as important. So next, you want to create interesting and diverse content. By posting interesting topics in a diverse and creative way can keep your readers involved. Many sites can bore a reader quite quickly if all they post is text with nothing else to catch your eye because you'll just keep scrolling through. So even if you have interesting content, you will be pushing away possible followers because they lost interest. So ways you can make it different include text posts, pictographs, videos, podcasts, GIFs, polls on what they might want to listen to next, or get people talking, get people interested, get them involved, keep it real. These all engage your followers in different ways while keeping it creative and diverse. And then lastly, you want to post often. You don't want any of the followers that you do gain to forget about you. It's important to stay up to date with any news or discoveries in the field of your content. Or if you're one of the first people to know or even comment on it, a lot of your followers might look to you first for the first insights, the first opinions, and constantly stay up to date with what you're posting about. So those are my tips for creating a following base, and my next group member will talk about some other tips.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is hashtags. So we're going to start off with the simple definition. A hashtag is a pound symbol or a number symbol followed with a phrase or word. So when you use a hashtag, you always want to keep the hashtag relevant to your post, and honestly, just add as many as necessary. So for instance, my blog was about college athletics, so I could use hashtag college athletics, hashtag softball, hashtag soccer, hashtag college, hashtag athletes, just always trying to find a hashtag that relates to you. So when you find somewhere hashtags related to you, you can go look at your competition to see what hashtags are working for them, which are not. So this will just always keep you up to date on what's working. So you always want to use trending hashtags, just so again, you know what's working, what's not working. This will help you have a grasp on social media trends. So example of a trending hashtag for travel are hashtag travel, hashtag travelgram, hashtag traveling, hashtag travel photography, and hashtag blogger. Now these are actually the top 5 hashtags for traveling on Instagram. So this allows whoever talking about traveling to get more followers and more content. So now we're going to talk about 5 steps to interact with followers. So the first is finding your audience. So you really need to know who's reading your content so you know what to write, how to write it, and who to please, basically. So second, start conversations. You want to be able to interact with your followers to build a relationship, to understand what they want more, what you need more to write. Third is just be consistent. So if you're writing a blog post, you need to be posting at least once a week on the same day at the same time around that, just so people will continue to follow so they know what to expect, when to expect it, and where to look. So fourth, just post the right content. If you're not writing about the right stuff, you're going to lose your followers. Fifth, post on your story. So this is a very big thing. So on like your Instagram story, you can post like polls and like ask questions to see like what more your audience wants to see. So that's all I have. But always remember to use hashtags because they allow you to have your content more discoverable. And interacting with your followers is very important because it allows you to know more of what to write about.
Hello everyone, my name is Cody Schneider and I'm going to continue talking about how to build a strong viewership. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a great way to gain followers, and this is by analyzing your competitors and keeping up with what they're doing so hopefully you can compete with them and hopefully become better. This happens a lot with products and brands. Everyone tries to one-up each other. Everyone wants to be the best brand. Everyone wants to buy the best brand. So if you can gain some followers by keeping up with your competitors, keep up with what they're doing so you can compete with them and then become the best brand. Another thing I'm going to talk about is a good way to gain some followers is to go to conferences, learn things. You can always learn something new, gain information. This can take you a long way. Another thing is human interaction. Meet people, build relationships. You never know when you're going to need an old relationship, or maybe you meet somebody new and they can help you out in a significant way. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is encourage your word of mouth and user-generated content on social media and hashtags. As Hannah already talked about, hashtags nowadays can be so vital. They're big on Twitter. We learned doing our blog that hashtags work on WordPress. So hashtags are a good way for someone to do like a little mini search for the keyword, and that can help gain some followers. And word of mouth, human interaction, it's never going to disappear. People are always talking. So if you're a positive brand or good positive company, and people are going to talk about it. So word of mouth is never going to die down.
So a very important part of building a strong viewership is staying active and consistent on your social media accounts. You must stay true to your persona, keep your content updated, and don't continuously change your beliefs and ideas. This must be a really strong profile that stays true to the persona that you express throughout your blog. Using correct links. So be sure to link your blog to your profile and change the link each time you have a new post. So this makes it easy for people to find your content, and it helps gain viewership from people who might not have searched for you otherwise. Be consistent with your posting schedule. So many people follow a blog in many different ways, so you can't forget how important it is to post in the time frame that you decide. You may have someone, for example, that knows you post a link to Twitter every Tuesday around 3 p.m. So forgetting to do that may lose that viewer that is usually looking for that. Also, if the format isn't user-friendly, people quickly lose interest. So think about it from the potential viewer's perspective. If it isn't easy to find someone and doesn't have something that will draw you in, most people aren't willing to follow through and read it more than once. So with that said, your format must be very user-friendly, and you have to make it easy to subscribe. So if you make it easy to subscribe and post updates when you release a new post, you must use keywords and phrases that will draw people in to be able to do that. Lastly, hashtags. So you need to learn more about the hashtags, which are best to use for your topic. So besides posting on social media, you must learn the best words and phrases that connect with your topic. Using these consistent hashtags will help more people to follow your blog, and more specifically, people that are interested in that topic. So people who are searching these specific hashtags are looking for something that matches it to be sure that what you're posting your hashtag to be is relevant with your actual topic. So some of these you'll change based on each post, but then you'll also have your very consistent hashtags that go along with every single post in your just blog in general. But if you have a post that's a little bit different and you want to attract a new viewer, you need to change your hashtag to something that matches that. These hashtags you can use on your blogs as well as every social media account you post on. So the consistent hashtags you are using, make sure you take those and transfer them over to when you post on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, etc.